This is really fun, guys. Alright, this is my third time trying to make this video. First time, I was using a friend's webcam, which is against school rules, and no sound came out. Second time, I was doing pretty good, except my uniform has my school name on it, so I'm not gonna give that to you people out there. I already took my name tag off, just in case, but I guess that wasn't enough, because I'm dumb. But so anyway, I'm sorry, the fans are blowing pretty loud. I have two, because it is really hot in my room right now. None of my roommates are here, which is pretty good because then that's not more body heat. But so anyways, and I'm sorry, I have bad allergies. I left my allergy medication at home. I should be getting it sometime today though, so hopefully I don't sneeze or rub my nose too much, which I have been doing a lot. And it's been pretty bad this last few days of school, so I've been in hell in more than one sense of the word. But so anyways, let's get on to the topic of defining asexuality, which I know that all the other people before me have done a fantastic job of describing, which mine will probably seem mediocre at best. So anyways, as you probably know from watching the other ones, Avon's website describes asexuality as someone who does not experience sexual attraction. To sum it up, it's like I can find someone physically attractive, but still not want to have sex with them, not get a lady boner, whatever that may be, when I see them. It's just I can appreciate a nice face, a nice body sometimes, but I don't want to push them up against a wall and make out with them. That leads to sex. Also, asexuality aside, I grew up in a Catholic household where we were taught that premarital sex was just wrong, so while all my siblings have done it, I know I probably won't, unless it comes to the point where I'm in a serious relationship and have to compromise with someone to keep it going, which in the documentary Asexuality, I can't really remember it right now, some guy said that he thought it was immoral for sexuals and asexuals to have relationships of any kind, and I think that's wrong. I don't believe that at all. I mean, again, it's just another obstacle people are going to have to discuss, they're going to have to compromise, they're going to have to support one another and understand each other, and that's something everyone can and should do. Romantic orientations, there's a wide variety, just like sexual orientations. Romantic orientation, aromantic doesn't experience romantic attraction. Heteromantic, romantic attraction to the opposite sex, and so on and so on. I believe that everyone kind of interprets asexuality in their own special way, which is great. There are asexuals who experience some sexual attraction, libidoous aces, I think, those that have sex and enjoy it, those that just have sex. It's really whatever, and I'm no one to judge. I mean, there's no one set definition. Because it is so broad, it leaves it up to as many different interpretations as people are. And if you identify yourself as asexual today and in a few months decide that you're not, that's fine too. I mean, it's asexuality, someone who doesn't experience sexual attraction. Romantic orientations can be, you can have them, some people don't. A few other things I would like to add is that if you are sexual, if you are someone who has an asexual friend and you might want to say something, mention the asexuality as a joke or just in passing, that's cool. That's fine. I mean, like, I'm totally fine with answering some of my friends' questions about it. I'd love to do that. Nobody has asked me, but that's fine if they ever do. But if you make a joke about it, make sure that you don't actually offend the person recently. And while I laughed it off, it was with a few other people that I didn't really know that well, and so who didn't know about my asexuality, and my friend made a remark about how I remembered something because guys' shirts were off, or how the only part of rugby I like is the fact that they wear shorts that really define their butts, which is not true, by the way. That's just a plus. But so anyway, this person made a comment like, oh, asexual my ass. Like, well, yes, because I find people attractive physically, I can still consider myself asexual, and you are not someone to tell me what I can and can't do. So make sure you do your research so that you might not accidentally offend someone. I'm going to wrap this up real quick because the video is already over 6 minutes long. Nobody wants to see or see my face or hear my voice that long. But I wanted to end on a happy note. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing and commenting, and it's really great. And you're really supportive, and spread the word, I guess, if you want. You don't have to. And just to sum it up, you know, I really liked what Mask said in her video. She explained it, very clearly, very carefully. Some things that I didn't even have considered before. But yeah, I mean, it's a broad definition, someone who doesn't experience sexual attraction. People can interpret it in many different ways. You just have to be aware of the fact that if you do know somebody who identifies as asexual, that if you want to learn more about it, ask them specifically what they consider asexuality is, and that way you can understand more about them, more about asexuality, and if you just happen to blurt something out about asexuality, that you don't accidentally offend someone, because nobody really wants to do that on purpose, I would hope, but it's still a possibility. So have a good rest of your week, and I will see you in 2 Thursdays, I believe. Yes. Yes.